first question of the day is from Tommy. Hey, buddy, this is Tommy again, the guy trying to farm 3 acres in Arizona. Oh, cool. Okay, so we had this part of this question last week or the week before. To give you a better picture, I'm located near Tucson, and I farmed organically for 4 years, but only as a field hand and supervisor, never the operator. Frost-free days here, 250, and this seems to be a fairly unsaturated market for foodies. Thanks for the response last week. Super helpful. I like the idea of putting quick cover crop down between plantings and large blocks. Do you think it'd be easier to just segment out the acreage into, say, 4 plots, 1 plot for chickens, 1 for high rotation, 1 bi-rotation, and then 1 cover crop, rotating the plots each year so I'm not having to constantly work? So, not having to work in the high and bi-rotation areas. I know I should set my goal income first, but I'm having a hard time putting the number on paper. There just seems to be so many moving parts that it's tough to picture whatever number I can create come to fruition. I want to make as much money as possible without being too mechanized, no-till, mainly BCS powered. Any tips on creating the first realistic first income goal? Okay, well, let's talk about those field blocks. Let's just pretend they're a standard field block, at least what I refer to as a standard field block, is a 40 by 100. So that you could get 10 to 12 30-inch beds in that block, depending on how tight you want your walkways, whether you want 12-inch or 18-inch. Certainly you could fit more than 12 beds in there if you went down to like 10-inch walkways, but I find that it's not really that worth it to do that. So let's say you're looking at a standard field block, basically I would say a bottom figure to start with is just say that base it off one of those field blocks. So if you've got a 100-foot bed at high rotation, you're looking at, what is that, 3,200? Let me check my book. Forgetting all my references. I think that's $3,200. So if you were to say $3,200 times 10, well, there you go. And you can get higher number. Anything that I reference in my book, you can start. You can do a lot more than that in Arizona, right? Because my book was based on looking at production in my climate, right? So I'm just trying to find the part. It's been a long time since I've gone through my book here. You can use that as a benchmark and go from there. But I would say, if you're going to talk about a base figure to start with $32,000, and then design around that. Realistically, like if I were to come in and run your farm, and you had 40 beds, one at any given time, one segment was in high rotation, another block was in bi-rotation. That bi-rotation block is half the high rotation block. So if you can get 32,000 off your high rotation block, you get 16,000 off the bi-rotation block. Now you're at 48. You're in Arizona. You can almost double that, pretty much. So 90,000. That might be say an ambitious place to start. Why don't you put it like this? Put your bottom figure at 32, and then put your top figure at 90, and then use that as a place to start. Where the hell is my? Where the hell am I looking in my book here? It's been a while. Let me go in the glossary and see. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is go with that, and that's a good place to start. What else did you ask here? I can't tell you anything about planning for production on chickens. That's just not my thing at all. 17 and 18. But as far as veg, yeah, for sure. I'd go with that and just see. But I just want to look at my phone, my book here, and jeez, text coming in. Got a lot of people reaching out to me right now. It's quite crazy. So let's see here. High rotation in my book. What do I call it as? Yeah, on a 25. So a high rotation area, yeah, 16. Yeah, so I was right. It's 3,200 on a 100-foot bed in high rotation. So yeah, that would be a good place to start.